How's it going? What are we looking at? We're going to look at Day Tripper Pale Ale from Indeed. This one should be like 5.4%. That's not bad, not bad. I'm going to put it in one of the glasses that I got from Matt, as in Rise Arms Matt. Oh yeah, well it's got some Shizat in it. For what it is, it actually has a little bit of a tropical to it. Cheers. Pale ale. It's reminding me, without doing them side by side, it's reminding me a lot of a Two-Hearted Ale, which technically I guess it's not an IPA, but wow, just a really, really bitter finish, not void of flavor. Let's see. Missing out. What is this crap? Go away. Missing out on the Mexican Honey Light was Matt. No. Sorry. Missing out on the get to the right one. Yeah. The honey wheat. Just was a real cool burnout. I really love the T-Slong Borescope. I think the rigid rod version is the best. It allows for better control with the barrel. I mean, makes sense. You got to go full hard when you're entering the bore. No limp. And then he nails me for $5, $10, $15 at 71 minutes and 51 seconds in the video. You know, it was sound effects to go along with firing the gun. I wasn't using the emphasis that I would if it was for, you know, whatever. Put it on Joey's tab. First, what exactly is going on? Hang on. First on Bent Paddle was the German Ninja saying, "Hey." Harmar says, "Beat me by seconds." And then German Ninja said, "Another close one." And Harmar says, "Hey, hey." And Frontline says, "Top 5." And German Ninja says, "I've said it, and I've been laughed at." What? Harmar. Matt, good to see you. I watched your 3 videos on your channel. Nice. And I can say welcome back. Hey, thanks. Awesome. Thank you. If Matt was here, I think he'd just say, hey, thanks. Gunwild says, Matt knows how to upload videos, huh? He actually might have a brain after all. I doubt it. Crazy Scotsman says, whiskey. Cobra says, cheers. And somehow Matt Davis, you guys can shoot a deer a season. I may be hunting over where you guys live next year. Oh, shoot 2 deer a season? You might even be able to do more depending on, well, in for instance, if you you know, if you're someone that really, you know, really likes the venison and blah blah blah, you know, someone like me, I can get a tag, and then doesn't matter who shoots it, I can give it away to somebody. Just saying. Yeah, I just started the brew review, but I believe there's 3 or 4 I'll bring them out when I'm done. Picked up Mike some beer. And those 3 or 4 represent the last of a case. I mean, good job. I mean, I guess if I was sitting at home with my son and his girlfriend and his pregnant girlfriend and his and her child, and one is and then the son just has no idea what exactly went down. And he should mind his own business, because some of the stuff that he said, if it was said to me, I'd kick your fucking ass out, and you can live somewhere else if you're going to be disrespectful of your father, you piece of shit. Oh, whiskey. 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 How in the hell did the quarter cask get down there so far? Son of a bitch. Oh, someone's been drinking all my scotch. What? Yeah, you prick. This one will work. Is it spelled right? Yeah. Matt, that's what you get when you leave your bottle behind. I see your rifle's still here too. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have the time tonight or not, but if you haven't come to get it before I cleaned it, I'll get it. I'll get it all hooked up for you. Scotsman? Oh, it's really not bad stuff. Oof. Wow. It had a really nice, not kind of like a little bit of the campfire, that smokiness, and almost like a barbecue like flavor. Wow, that might have to happen again. Yeah, Cobra says cheers. Matt, Matt says if you shoot 2 deers, you might have to come here. Come on up. I'll get a license, and you can have that too. Harmarsh, Eric, the grills today are just as stellar as yesterday. Why, thank you. Hey, some may or not like this, but it looks like she's in possibly a 1939 Ford. All I can say is that for sure would be a rumble seat, if you know what I mean. Cobra, real question for everyone. Everyone is fried, smoked, or baked turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm going back to fried this year. I believe we're probably going to do the baking. I have always wanted to get one of those fryers. After all, the most fun you can possibly have is to get that oil in that fryer tank up as hot as you can get it, and then drop a frozen turkey in it. I cannot believe the dumbasses that do that. It's quite the violent reaction. Wade, I usually do all 3 because there's usually 50 to 70 of us. Wade, no. The government has taken away all of your constitutional rights, and you can't have a gathering like that. You crazy? No way. I do everything the government says. Oh, yeah, I was practicing lying. Fuck you. I mean, I cannot believe how many people have signed on to be manipulated by the government, and yet you're okay with it. I mean, I have not said to a single person at a store that has questioned me, like, stopped to pick up donuts because I found a good place, but they're mass Nazis, like Matt said. They made a comment, and I was like, fuck you, I won't spend any money in your store, and I walked out. And the other morning, it was like, okay, now you're gonna tell me how I have to wear the mask, even though I think it's all complete bullshit. Because some of these places you just flat out can't go in there, and so I'm wearing it like, just, I mean, and a lot of times it's just a chin strap. And she's like, oh yeah, now we just have to get you to wear the mask right. I said, the mask is a joke. The mask is a joke. You're so easily manipulated by the government and believe all of this bullshit. Oh, and by the way, I'm not wearing any underwear. Cobra, 54 minutes, 12 seconds. Mass is in session, and Matt does not acknowledge the homily. No, he didn't, did he? Okay, I got the amp on. Let's listen in.
It might be part of the fucking pepper and shit we put on, but
it was kind of subdued. I mean, Matt would have heard it better than the camera would have picked it up. Matt, okay, let me just keep reading. Matt Davis, Thanksgiving spreads bat stew flu, but not riots. That's quite logic. Oh yeah. That's why if anybody wants to attempt to report me for the fact that I will have festivities inside of my house the way I fucking want to, and I don't give a flying bat's flu fucking shit if I have 5 people coming over or if I have 25 people coming over. For starters, if I open the door and someone says I'm here from the health department, I'm just fucking slamming that door and you can go fuck yourself. The only way that it works is when we let it happen. And we need to not let it happen. Just like I feel about the stolen election. I feel with everything that's coming out and everything that's going on, it's slipping farther and farther behind. Hats off to the Democratic. Okay. Hey, you can still see the dick print there. That was weird. Oh, so what are we saying? The TV didn't actually shut off? That I lost the picture? Okay. I think we may have just had a computer problem happen here. Oh, this is not good. It looks like the computer hung. I need to do a restart because we're getting nothing. So hang on, I'll be right back. Deep state bullshit. Okay, I have no idea what that was all about. Matt Davis again. I'm banned from Home Depot because my mask wasn't on right. You could see too much of my big ass nose. Are you serious? Gosh, golly, I almost wish that would happen to me because I would be very vocal. I would probably have to be removed for trespassing. I'd take a dump in the store, and I would never fucking shop there again. Not to mention, I would film the whole thing and upload it. It's one thing to be denied of your constitutional rights. It's not a law. A governor does not have the legal right to create a law. So anyone that thinks, and I have told people this, like when I was at Super One Liquors, and the little punk was like, "Do you see the sign on the door?" I said, "Yeah, would you like to see my ass?" Like, it's unconstitutional, and I'm not doing it. So I'd be happy to not shop here. I'll just go to Keyport because they have a better selection than you anyway. The funny thing was I actually had a conversation with the manager of the store before the little punk said, "You're not wearing a mask." Let alone to have someone tell me I'm not wearing the mask, right? That's when I would immediately remove it and shove it in my pocket. I tried. Guess wasn't good enough for you. Got your papers? You have your fucking papers? Hey, do a little research. See the steps that Hitler did. Because right now, it is being run in perfect order. Slowly but surely, you are having your fucking rights stolen from you, along with an election, which just fortified their position. McLean, I'm truly and completely in love with Matt. He completes me. Well, good, then you're off of me. Wade, so Matt, what would it take for you to do a date night with McLean? It could be a life-changing moment for both of you. I'm all on board with that. I just don't want to see any of it. Theodosius, trading places, I would become Colin Kaepernick the first time he knelt for the national anthem. Then, when the anthem was over, I would stand up, pull out a Smith & Wesson 38 special, and shoot myself. Twice. Cowbell. That's some of these Clinton suicide. He had 2 holes in him. Wow, he really wanted to go. Good one, Tardisius, good one. Full-on cowbell for that. In 3, in 2, in 1. Blue Thunder 40 of my little Jer Bear. Matt's sister's jacket looks great on him. Keep training, guy. The Civil War on the drinking is coming soon. Just ask Joey. Jerry again. If anyone pays attention to anything a politician tells you to do, should be put on an island. Exactly. The only power they have is the power that you give them. Wade, I use thin strips of 3M Scotch-Brite pads wrapped around an old boar brush and liberal amounts of PB Blast. Sullivan Trap usually helps. brake cleaner and pipe brush down the gas tube to finish up. See, I know there's some things, they say safe for a bore, I really need to do an experiment or need to do some research. My Otis cleaning kit comes with a bore cleaner. I have not tried that. I actually found that this was just as effective as this. There's nothing. I have nothing in my arsenal that I have tried that was like the miracle to removing the copper. I've tried. I've got modern Spartan Systems copper and lead destroyer. Not really. I mean, it wasn't like a miracle. I've got Breakthrough, their copper remover. Again, they all seem to do about the exact same thing. A wet mop pulled through, and then I would run the brush 3 to 5 times. Another wet mop through, and it would come back with stuff on it. And then I would run like in the case of the JP. I really wasn't kidding. The bore looked really good, but down in the grooves there was a line of copper. And after brushing and trying every single product I have, I still could run the bore scope down it for you. And there's especially everything between the end of the barrel and the gas port. There's still thin little lacings on the inside of the rifling. So, this one from them is a carbon destroyer. But no, I can't say I honestly used anything that I was like going, holy shit. The CLP, overall, the CLP was awesome because I seemed like I got the exact same results. And the last thing, of course, was a clean patch through it just to get all excess stuff off of there. But if you leave the CLP in there, who gives a shit? I mean, here's a case in point. Dusty, the manager of Dead On, is also their gunsmith. And he said the only product that they use for cleaning and lubricating is CLP. That's the only product that they use is CLP. And I have to say the results were no different using any of these specific bore cleaning products versus CLP, a patch, and a brush. I mean, I'd love someone to say, oh, Eric, I ran a wet patch of blah, blah, blah through it. And then when I ran the brush through, I ran the brush through a couple of times, and then another patch, and it just took everything off. The inside of the barrel looked perfect. Like I said, the weird scenario is the rifle that actually looked the worst was my Retro, and again, it's a chrome line 20-inch barrel, and I cleaned it. And I cleaned it, and I cleaned it. I didn't put as much effort into it as I did most of the 308s. For me, especially the JP and the Palmetto 24. Those are the two that are supposed to be, competing against each other. So I felt I needed to give the same amount of attention to one as the other. Now, I've been slowly trying to upgrade parts on the Palmetto 24-inch, because if it's going to be a legitimate player against the JP right off the bat, the biggest difference, especially when you're trying to prove a comparison on accuracy, they are not in the same book right now on triggers. I'm honestly considering saving a little bit of money and putting one of those Palmetto State, the same one that I put in the 24-inch build, because that is a definite improvement. Now, the trigger in the 24-inch AR-10 Palmetto is pretty decent because it was a polished and enhanced spring kitted Palmetto State trigger, but it's still mil spec plus plus. So, but yeah, if I'm really gonna try to make that thing an equal dance partner to the JP, the now I know what you're saying, because his idea was, okay, take something like the Palmetto. I could show you that you can go get I don't know what they were, 12. Actually, that one was probably a little bit more, but let's just say right now, as it sits with the scope, in all fairness, it's with everything as it is right now, it's probably just shy of a $2,000 rifle, maybe an $1,800 rifle. And if I put a better trigger in it, let's just say with a better trigger in it, we're still talking about a $2,000 AR-10 competing against a $10,000 AR-10. Now that would be game on. But I don't think part for part, that's fine. Leave the rest of it. Palmetto bolt carrier, the buffer that came with it, the spring that came with it, everything as it is. But it's never going to be competitive if it doesn't have a decent trigger, because just don't make me call John Huber right now. If you're not on somewhat equal grounds on triggers, you're never gonna ask anybody that shot my Mosin. Why do I feel my Mosin Nagant is so accurate? Well, now thanks to the bore scope, I know that it has good rifling and it's nice and clean, and there's no pitting and schmutz in there. But I feel that rifle is so deadly accurate is because it has a 3/4 pound Huber Concepts trigger in it, and there's not enough effort that you can push it a lot in each direction. I mean, it was pretty impressive the time that Johnny Watson, granted, it was only 100 yards, but still, non-vice, just shooting at 100 yards, made one hole. Like, to the point where I was like, you bastard, you must have pulled the other two. And in close examination, you could see a little tethering, a little bit more right there, and a little bit more right there. It's like, damn good shooting, Johnny. Wait again. I've used inner tubes for Ranger bands, bicycle tubes mostly, for years, but Amazon sells them for $9 for 3 different sizes. Wade, people don't understand. If it's proven the Liberals cheated to win the election, it's go time. That's full-on treason and sedition. Government, as we know it, is finished. Because how do we trust elections going forward? Think deeper than the surface, my friend. Your children's futures depend on it. Smart money? I was hopefully listening to Sidney Pyle But after last night, Trump announcing she is not part of the team, I am perplexed. I don't understand. Smile money, me too. I don't understand if there's some kind of a little reach around or a game or look at what's happening because right now this one's got your balls in my hands. I don't understand. Trump is great at the art of war, and you know all I've seen for fucking weeks is Trump's got this. He knew about this shit 3 years ago. Well, I know for a fact that he knew about this shit 3 years ago, but it's like every single day you see on the internet, because if you heard it on the internet, it's true, but there's no fucking follow-up. It's very disappointing. It's like you can, and I get video after video after video. Oh, it is just terrible, and the computers were hacked, and this is so much bigger than we can possibly believe, and yet cue the crickets on the proof. I mean, in my heart, trust me, you haven't lost me. You'll never convince me. Wade, you will never fucking convince me. There's mathematicians. I mean, these are people that they don't have any skin in the game. They just simply went to them and said, what is this? What does this information tell you? It tells me that there's a lot of fucking fraud, and there is absolutely no way that Joe Biden won this election. Zero chance. As a matter of fact, all the evidence proves to a Trump landslide. And I don't think I'm listening to or hearing the incoming black helicopters. Every single one of us knows that has a brain. There's even some liberals, some Dems that are like, this is just wrong. But as it stands right now, in my world, evil always seems to win. Evil always seems to win. We all talk about how great karma is, and I just don't see it. I don't see it. Right now, I see that we will have a not my president for the next 4 years, and we can hope that the fucking stolen election doesn't continue with the runoff for the, I'm sorry, that black fucking preacher talking about how you can't possibly be for God and be in the military. That fucker should have been immediately disqualified. So if he wins, then it's full on game. It's all gone. Wade, I just felt that they just, with the help of Democratic governors and the people in those polling places, they have pulled off the perfect steal. Biden does not lose everywhere in the United States, except for the 4 states in question that just stopped counting, and then mysteriously Trump is ahead by 200,000 votes, and at like 3:30 in the morning, Trump is behind by 200,000 votes. Fuck you, bullshit. Hashtag not my president. Oh, and what's up with fucking YouTube, you fucking piece of shits? I have a girl in a one-piece swimming suit sitting on the back of the boat. You don't see the crack of her ass. No side boob. You see fucking nothing. They pulled the thumbnail. I repealed it. I got no response back. I said, fuck you, Sharky. And I put the thumbnail back. They removed it again. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna put it back as soon as we're done with this. Fuck them. And now I've had 2 videos in a row that they say is age restricted. That's fine. We're sitting in the man cave, looking at a beautiful woman, not some bull dyke bitch like you like, YouTube. We've got some firearms. I see a beautiful replica from a movie that Mr. Holster gave me. I see a beautiful 44 Magnum that I've been carrying every single day, and it is on duty right now because I'm wearing my jammies. So I actually do have several things that work great as holsters with my jammies that don't pull them down, but a 44 Magnum is not one of them. And then I got the AR because 2 days ahead of schedule, I got the other 45-degree offset, and this one, Smile Money, hey, wait for it, works on both sides. This one works just perfectly. It's got the same snap sound too, so I don't get it. If these are not legit, and of course this one works great. If these are not legit, I am going to do an eBomi video. You come to your own conclusion. Do you want to pay $37 for a set, or do you want to pay $55 a piece? Go ahead, Smile Money. You go ahead and waste whatever money you want. These... these are, so I'll be able to do, when I'm running and gun wild, I'm actually, hey, wait for it. I'm actually, I'm thinking about doing some barrel rolls off the roof. I've been getting some training by the squirrel. And like I said, flat, it's not as easy to get to, but deployed, the charging handle works the same. Yeah, it's my running gun. Yeah, so the squirrel, what did Christine name it? Big Al, Big Lou, Big Molly, Big something. Be getting some training, and we're gonna be doing some shit right off the roof, so I can go glass or your ass. That's right, you bitches. Yeah, fuck you too. So yeah, age restricted. I'm sure because we believe in the Second Amendment over here. Hang on, I'm all twisted up. Somehow I got multiple loops in. Yeah, not to mention this guy. Again, has the Hyperfire. Even this, I'd be happy putting this in the 24-inch Palmetto AR-10. It's just it's a better trigger than the Palmetto trigger, but it's also a little bit more expensive. I mean, that deal, if I could find that deal on it again, it might be worth it. I'm still wondering if you used it enough, if we'd break in and get rid of that. God, it's so smooth. It's like snot on two mealworms humping, but it's still there in comparison to the Hyperfire 3 gun that I have in the I wish I had in the JP, that I have in my Justin rifle, and in the White Label Armory gun. That's the best trigger. But now you're talking another $100 more expensive. But if you want the best, Hyperfire either way is definitely your way to go. So, I did 45-degree offsets, 2 Magpul M-Bus flip-ups, and my total expense was $54. So, for the cost of one M-Bus flip-up sight, I did the offset rails and front and rear. Now, if you want to spend more money, it's your money. Spend it. There's a reason that I now have 3 sets of them. Again, like I said, if it wasn't all about the money, the best of the best is the M-Bus Pros. That's the best, the M-Bus Pros. I was to say, I actually do have a set of those. They're bunkies. Bunky. Joey, you wasted a double black on Matt. Unsubbed. Yeah. Once again, Matt was feeling no pain. Altenda, cheers. Altenda, my brother. Smile money. Ventilator, Eric, yes. The government used brainwashing to convince doctors to kill people. Wait until they start aerial spraying of virus in those chemtrails. I believe it. Smile money. Stop the quiz. Eric is losing to Matt. Matt was the one that wanted to stop the quiz because it was stupid. And how do you know I wouldn't have had a comeback, Smile money? Thanks for having my back. Smile money. Matt's racism is strong tonight. Well, the good news is he can never run for political office. Gunwild says back, Lord help us if he does run for office. Island Gal. Jules, good to see you both. And we can say, us two, a happy face, or thank you, and a happy face. Gunwild says, hi, Jules. Jules says, morning. And, yep. Gunwild, Trump can only drain the swamp on a federal level. State level politicians such as mayors or governors are controlled by the voters. Yep. Chuckles the douchebag. You haven't borescoped till you borescope the main gun on a tank. Go away. What in the fuck? Then he says, oh, and you wouldn't tell me that to my face. Oh, you mean go fuck yourself? Yes, I would, Chuck. Why don't you get in whatever fucking truck you have right now and come on up here. Ding dong. Hey, Chuck, go fuck yourself. Now let's go shoot something. Chuck, you're a fucking asshole. Douchebag, and you can go fuck yourself. But if the world turned upside down, if I didn't have to see you or talk to you, it'd probably still be a good thing. I mean, no matter what, I don't even want to say this. It has to be the alcohol. If somebody, the one thing I would never question about Chuck is his being an American and a patriot, and he served. And yeah, Chuck, it would be pretty damn. I mean, what kind of borescope do you need when you're checking out a tank? I mean, you could drop a 10-pound beef log down it and it would make it down there. But either way, go fuck yourself. Gunwild, both of you guys are crazy. The best beer ever is MGD. Thanks to Gunwild, at this very moment in time, I want to say a big hi and a tribute to Bill Gowdy. Bill Gowdy, this one's for you, my friend. Wherever you are, in some campground, someplace with your underwear off, with a squirrel in your lap, I salute you, my friend. Glasses are better for this part, unless you want to do the whole shotgun thing. When I told Mike he had 3 or 4, it could have been 4 or 5. Gunwild Screw Tube must not have liked the outro, babe. They froze the picture right before showing her. The last thing I saw was Matt pretending to suck on the brew babe's tit. Disturbing. Very. Clyde. Best I ever found was mineral spirits, but I have used Hops 9 for years. We've known for years you have to clean the bore and the barrel lugs after every usage. That carbon buildup is significant times in a gas impingement rifle. You should always clean your weapon thoroughly every time. Not properly cleaning your weapon is a gunsmith's dream. Dirty equals money. Absolutely. Absolutely, Clyde. And I think if more people simply made $130 investment, you would see what you're up against and realize that if that rifle truly means something to you, you cannot understand what the inside of that bore looks like without having something like that. I mean, if you can put a piece of paper, white piece of paper, and a flashlight and look through the other end and come to the conclusion that you're not or you're perfect, more power to you. These eyes, not so much. So that system right there, I will never go back. And again, I wish I was getting paid to say nice things. I'm sorry. A bird in the hand, I've already got it. I can fucking say whatever I want. If they don't like it, what are they gonna do? They're gonna send the bat squad over here to take it back from me? Well, I just buy another one. But they don't have to, because my true thoughts are that needs to be part of everybody's gun cleaning regimen. Or get your own brand. I mean, if you want to save a little bit of money, you can even from them, you can get one that uses an app. And like Wade said, if like for instance, if I didn't have the one that came with the camera, and I was using one that I just plugged into my phone, I could plug that into my Surface. I could plug that into my my tablet, and now I'm looking at an even bigger screen. That's still I have no complaints about the size of that screen. But that's awesome, because it gives you the ability to take a picture, to take a movie. You can zoom in. Oh, well, see, this is exactly what I asked for. Right here in the middle, I get a recipe from Jeremy Pre-Dawn Death. 50% vinegar and 50% hydrogen peroxide. Breaks up lead and copper. Jeremy, I believe I have both of those. Actually, I know I have hydrogen peroxide sitting right over there. All right, thank you. Yeah, I sent brew and thank you, so we'll see if he understands what that meant. Yeah, see, I actually thought about mineral spirits, Clyde, and I also thought about like diesel or kerosene, but mineral spirits is definitely going to be a step up cleaning wise over either of the other two. Jeremy's recipe is very getting my attention. Clyde says Revolution whiskey. It's a school night, Clyde. I'm telling you right now, this is the last whiskey, and because it's Clyde, I can see this one's gonna go fast too. I honestly, I don't know. Someone had to have snuck down here. I don't understand where all of the quarter cask went. They had that over at Super One Liquors. Super One Liquors. But I didn't think it was a deal. It was they actually had both of these for $64. This bottle I paid $39 for, and it was not $39 at Keyport. So that one was definitely a sale. Steve, where we are at Thanksgiving eating rolls with BLM, Biscuits Lives Matter, let's protest around some food. Oh yeah, I'm pissed off. Sharky, nice stack of 308s on the bench and a nice rack on the brew, babe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Both the Palmetto AR-10s are back where they go, and again, the C308 is on duty. And the great thing is I really do say that if I gave you, a certain amount of time, you're gonna be able to like really be thorough. So I think it should be like right around the 2-minute mark, or 2.5 minute mark, that the average thief stays in your home, because I'm here to tell you, Smile Money, that the average person would never find it, yet I can have it out and ready to end you, and the time that it would take you to come through my front door. And that there ends our whiskey session. It is a school night. This has already gone. Oh, I'm in trouble zone at this point. Moving forward. Okay, here we go. Hang on, Clyde. So using math, Matt, if you jack off for 3 minutes a day for 75 years, you will have pulled it for 82,125 minutes of your life. That's something I didn't need to think about. Clyde, some of those Russian snipers were on the front lines shooting all day, every day. Only some were shooting and moving. Okay. So, Clyde, I have a question that maybe you would know. You know, my Mosin, the one that I decided to hack apart and destroy in the eyes of the purists, it was a sniper. It has the four threaded openings where that the scope mount went. So I don't know a lot about the history of why it's still not a sniper, and why they decided to remove the scope mount and put screws, threaded something in those openings, and then grind them off, and then blew it to make it look like they were never there. Glide. The barrels and chambers on an M16 are chrome plated to extend their life. Most AR-15 barrels are not, and as such are more accurate, but wear out faster. Another reason for copper fouling in these barrels, chrome plating equals less friction, i.e. less wear. Charquet. Fresh and young venison is always less gamey that older ones. Much like lamb versus sheep and moose served in Finland versus moose in Dutch supermarkets. Fresh versus old. Sharky, the C308.
I'm gonna bring a pizza up when you're done, hon.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't feel like cooking. I'm kind of tired. I gotta go to bed early tonight. I didn't sleep good at all last night.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be happy. I'll be happy to tuck you in.
Oh, okay, honey. Promise.
Yeah.
I said, okay, honey. Promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tuck you in, and I'll treat you to a Mindwebs episode. Might be 80 tonight.
Wow. Getting up there.
Yeah, I know. What's gonna happen when we run out?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find something somewhere.
Shit. Sharky, C308, a gun designed in Spain by German engineers who ran after World War II. When it was safe for them to return to Germany, was allowed to design new weapons again. They went back and ta-da! Heckler and Koch got their G3 roller delayed blowback 308. Sharky, I honestly think it's a badass gun. I enjoy shooting it. I have not had the pleasure of putting a shit ton of rounds through it. It's been out, I think, only on one of our get-togethers, but it is just a brute. I mean, I have and the funny thing is, it is the one rifle in the collection I have had no desire to put anything extra on it. No flip-ups. Well, it's already got built-in ones. I mean, no optics on it. Just leaving it as a short to medium range tear shit up. And right now, if you decide to come for the guns or whatever, a surprise entry, good luck, because you are taking some 308 surplus shit right to your fucking head and chest. And but the biggest negative with it is it does have a tendency to fuck up brass. So I always just feed it surplus. Actually, right now, if it wasn't for everybody waiting to go to Revolution, it would be nice to actually get a fair amount of surplus stuff. Actually, I should probably talk to my brother-in-law and tell him, why, I'd like a batch of stuff that you are not going to get back. Just stuff for the C308. That's right, you fucker. Sharky, SH, the screw tube screwed us out of the outro, babe. Make her a future brew babe. If you remember, there's alcohol involved. Sharky, on your request, I will have her as the intro babe. Maybe. It depends on what she... See, I usually don't... Yeah, you can tell. I usually put the most risque stuff at the end. But I figured they're probably on to that game, though. Mike, cheers. Steve, Scooter, laugh my fucking ass off. Steven again. I work with a black dude. Stank. Okay. Rich Huff, cheers all. Jay, on the right video, you can over clean your barrel and ruin it. What? Jay, you need some of that copper. The copper fills in the imperfections you can't see. The best thing to do is to properly break in the barrel to remove those imperfections. It's called fire lapping. There's a few ways to do it. Some folks use a fine valve lapping compound and fire it down the barrel with a special bullet. I prefer hand lapping with a polishing compound. That said, continually removing all of the copper will trash your barrel quickly. God damn it. Jay, oh, and the high power update. Just had a full Novak sights installed. Damn. Brad, this is listed below the video. Notice, age-restricted video based on community guidelines. Yeah, fuck you, YouTube. Jeremy, I just came down with COVID. I feel okay. Just a little sexy. German Ninja. Prost. Two-Hearted Ed Club. Butchering my buck right now. Well, congratulations on getting a deer. Gunwild. It's about time you wait until it's 5 o'clock to drink. Cheers, Clubbers. Oh, and sorry, I'm fucking... We accidentally ended up in the club because a few of you early on, when the computer failed and I rebooted, so... We got to talk about this first. Day Tripper, pale ale. For a pale ale, I personally think it's overly harsh. It's reminding me a lot. Well, it's reminding me a lot and then some of the Two-Hearted Ale. A little bit too dry and bitter on the finish. I mean, what do they give it? 45 IBU? Wow, it seems like it'd be a lot more than that. And they're saying grapefruit. Yeah, it's more like an IPA. For what it says and how little I'm really enjoying it for what it says, I'm going to give it a 5. Okay. So, part of the club was German Ninja, Gunwild. It's about time we waited till 5 o'clock. Cobra, here at work. Cheers. Cobra. Cheers. Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Hashtag never forget. Hashtag be like Ed. I'm at the refresh button one time, otherwise Cobra has it. Or and he doesn't. Oh, sorry, Cobra. The refresh actually didn't. By stopping the camera and starting again, yes, I'm sorry, I screwed this all up. Jeremy. If you think it's just the black guy in the State Farm commercial, you're wrong. Google rich white doctor pictures black. Google average white family picture black. I'm not racist at all, but dang people, really? Filters what you see depending on the current world situation. He's 100% right. Actually, if you do a Google search, show me either an American family, actually show me a white couple, you'll get you will not get a white couple if you say show me a white couple. Okay, you can't even make this shit up. The first thing is salt, pepper, and intermediate seasoning. Why she's on here, I don't know. Why they're on here, I don't know. Oh, Trump. An actual white couple. Not a white couple. Not black parents give birth to a white baby. She's got a somewhat smile on her face, and he's got the bitch has been fucking cheating on me. I don't know what that is. Black. Don't know what that is. Not white. Not white. This is a search for a white couple. Interracial. White. Interracial. Screaming bitch. Chick with a gun. Love that. Looks like white. I don't know. Nice cans. Salt, pepper. Salt and pepper. A chick with a gun again. Chick with nice breasts. Chick with no breasts. Chick with lopsided breasts. Salt and pepper. Oh, salt and pepper. Two homos. Black. Looks like black. Salt and pepper. Black. So, good job, Google. My search was, show me a white couple. Jeremy again. I like how Matt can just be racist as hell on camera. Haha. It's just the way they smell, Matt says. Clyde. Cheers, clubbers, whiskey, and cowbell. Smile Money. Cheers to the Two-Hearted Ed Club. I can give you cowbell, Clyde, but I in 3, in 2, in 1. Hitting the refresh button, and then we are officially Cobra SH Cobra Whiskey. No. Okay. I'm gonna go edit this and make some dinner. So, cheers, guys. Again, I always appreciate you guys. And we will see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know.